What's up YouTube? Jeep and Bubba here, and behind me is my 2020 Jeep Wrangler JLU. It's a Sport S with a 2-liter turbo. And if you've been considering buying a JLU with a 2-liter turbo, well, don't worry about it. It's awesome. It's a great motor. I've liked it way more than I have any other motor I've ever had in any Jeep. And that's a strong statement because I've had a lot of Jeeps. I've had that 4-liter, I've had the 3.6. I really like this motor. Outside of a Hemi, this would be the one I'd go with right now if you're buying one off the lot. I want to tell you a few things though that I've had to replace and that 110,000 miles that I've put on this vehicle since 2020, and show you a few things that I've done. Now I'm not going to show you all my mods because I'm doing a video tomorrow on our reveal of Blue Jeep 3.0. I'm at the 3rd iteration of mods on this thing and I can't wait to show it to you guys. But let me show you this real quick. Alright, I have the engine cover off right now so you can see a few things. So pretty much the whole life of this vehicle, it's had a cold air intake. So if you're concerned about putting a cold air intake on, this S&B has been fantastic. I also did a Turbo Smart blow-off valve, which is back there, so you can hear all the turbo noises. No issues there at all. Had that on there probably about 50,000 miles, no problem. There's your turbo right there. Mine says Honeywell, some say Garrett. They're basically the same company now. And I've had a full exhaust on it the whole time, basically a muffler delete. Now, you may be wondering, what parts have you had to change? Well, basic maintenance, obviously, air filters occasionally. That's an Odyssey battery there because 2 years into owning this Jeep, I had to replace the main battery. That's pretty common on these. The factory battery does not last very well. I've changed the spark plugs twice. You can see they're in there. Never had to change the coil packs, never changed the belt. Obviously, it's been muddy and used off-road. This coolant tank, it's a 2-piece. There's a seam right here. At about 70,000 miles, this thing started leaking at the crack there. You can pick them up for like 70 bucks at the dealership. Not a big, hard thing to do. It's literally like one bolt. And there's also this T. You're not going to be able to see it in the camera, but it's back there. And it broke. It was a coolant T. So it started leaking and dripping, and I had to replace that. So that's literally the only things I've ever had to do under this hood. No check engine lights, no problems. Now I've done basic maintenance like I've changed diff fluid, I've changed transmission fluid, just kept up with everything. Now on the interior, still looks fantastic, but I did get a couple cracks in multiple places in my gauge cluster. Really doesn't bother me, it's just something to note. So I have had this thing stock. I've had it on 35s, 37s, and 38s. It's re-geared. I did change the front axle out for a Dana 44. It's a UD60 from Dana. And it does have a lot of mods, which I'm going to show you tomorrow. But as far as the engine and transmission goes, and even the axles for that matter, I've had literally zero issues. I have changed my oil with Valvoline full synthetic for every oil change. I'm now using their high mileage. And I change every 5,000. Some people do it like 10,000. I always use a Mopar filter. Do what you want to do. I just know what's worked for me. But I think this is a really fun motor. It has way more power off the line than the V6 in my opinion, and on the road tested. And it's really fun, makes great noises off road, especially with a cold air intake and an exhaust on it. So that is a quick rundown. It's been a great vehicle. Maybe I'll do a review when I hit 200,000 miles. Thanks for watching. Eat your prunes, and we'll be seeing you.